about springing this on you right before the actual wedding, but it seems that I don't have a seat for the wedding ceremony. I just wanted to check with you to see if there has been some mistake by the venue staff. Do you think maybe they just forgot to get my seat? I know you're busy, but could you possibly check with them about that and add a seat so that I can at least have a seat at the venue?
Oh, I'm so sorry about that, Jane. I made a slip-up with the arrangements of the seats and didn't actually get one ready for you. Unfortunately, it's way too late to get any seats added. So if you'd be willing to just stay standing at the side the whole time, that would just be lovely.
Stand at the side the whole time? May, I'll be honest. That doesn't sound like something I'll be able to really do. Is there really nothing that you can do?
Well, if you can't do that, then how about you just go ahead and leave now? I mean, we can't get any seats added now, and I can't think of any other way.
I'm sorry? Just go ahead and leave?
I mean, I thought that even you would understand without me having to spell everything out. Oh well. Jane, I don't like you, and I really don't want you to come to my wedding. So could you please at least try and read between the lines and just go home?
I mean, May, how is it that you could go so far as to not even let me come to your wedding? I got the hint a while ago that you don't particularly like me, but I didn't realize it was to the point that you would want to kick me out on the day of the wedding. I mean, is there anything that I have specifically done to get all of this hate from you?
Wow. I mean, something specific? Are you serious? There have been tons of things that you've done. Why should I have to hear something like that from someone who constantly one-ups me with almost everything that we do?
One-up you? What do you mean, May?
I mean, you're always trying to go all out in order to look better than me at anything that we do. You're a better cook. You're a better person. You're a nicer person. All these things. You just keep trying to show off in front of everyone around. Bringing along some fancy cooking, making me look bad, not thinking about how I feel, and just trying to make yourself look good. Seriously, what could that be other than one-upping me? That's just one of the reasons that I simply cannot stand you.
Whoa, hold on a minute, May. I have no idea what you're talking about. What are you even referring to?
Don't tell me that you forgot about any of this. It wasn't even that long ago. Do you not remember when my parents wanted to have a family dinner with everyone?
Of course I remember that. I mean, I was nervous the whole time. It was the first time that I was invited to their house. I knew your family was a part of this huge company, but I was still surprised at the size of that mansion. There was no way that I could forget it. It was supposed to be a home party, so I thought I'd just bring something that I could whip up. But I ended up making something that didn't quite fit with the whole atmosphere of a fancy mansion. Honestly, it was quite embarrassing.
Oh, shut up, Jane. Everyone just brought something simple that they had bought at the store. But you had to go ahead and try and make yourself look good with your home cooking. Not only that, but my mom and dad were absolutely going nuts over your food. Even going so far as to tell me to try and ask for cooking tips from you. You can't imagine how infuriating it was to hear that from my own parents.
Really? What I had done was that offensive to you?
I'm always supposed to be the main star whenever we have home parties. I mean, especially on that day. That was the day that we decided we would celebrate our coming marriage with my parents. But even though that was meant to be our day, you had to go ahead and make yourself the main star of the night with your food. I mean, how selfish can you be? I was supposed to be the main star of the night, not you.
But May, you were the main star of the night. I mean, I was happy that your parents had said they were delighted with my food. But honestly, I think they were just saying that to be polite. I don't think there was anything particularly implied when they said that.
Just be quiet, Jane. I won't allow anyone to be more in the limelight than me, even for a second. Especially in front of my parents.
Wow.
But more than that, Jake and my parents are just too easily impressed by such a simple thing. I mean, it's just a given that you can cook. You have a brother who is 12 years younger than you, and you're also just some lonely old lady living all on your own. I mean, if you're living on your own and you still don't know how to cook, then you wouldn't even be able to live.
Why do you have to go and call me some old lady? Isn't that a little mean?
How is that something that you're being caught up on? Yeah, you're an old lady. Don't try and deny it. I mean, you're 12 years older than me. When I first heard that my new sister-in-law would be 12 years older than me, I was sorely disappointed. I mean, it's not like I wanted some 40-year-old person becoming my new sister.
All right, so there is a lot to unpack here. But let's try and keep this as civil as we can, all right? First, me being praised, even a little bit, on my cooking was a really big slight to you. Am I right? That was the main reason why you not just don't like me, but have gone on to actually hate me? All right, I get it. You were a little jealous of me being in the spotlight for a moment with the cooking. So let's calm down and see if we can get past this.
What? Are you going senile? There is no way that I'd be jealous of anything that an old lady like you were doing. Please, don't try and get ahead of yourself just because you can cook a few dishes well.
All right, then...
Whatever. The point is, I don't like you, Jane. In fact, I can honestly say that I hate you. So if you would be so kind as to just leave from the venue, that would be great. I'm saying that as the main star of the day. The bride of the groom and the esteemed daughter of a CEO. Some old lady like yourself doesn't have the right to refuse something of a request like that, huh?
Jane, honey, where are you, dear? I've been wanting to talk to you the whole time, but I can't seem to find you. But I don't think I was wrong when I saw you at the venue, was I? Oh, I'm so sorry to disappoint you, Rose, but I'm currently on my way home. I'm sorry I ended up leaving before actually getting the chance to say hello to everyone. Huh? Why is it that you're about to head home now? The wedding is about to start. Well, about that. I'm sorry to say, but there was quite a major event that came up which has led me to being unable to attend. Could that big event possibly be related to you not having a seat? Well, I knew it. Truthfully, I also noticed that your seat was missing when I came onto the venue. At first, I was just thinking that maybe you had work or some other event and were unable to attend, but I ended up seeing you at the venue. Which is why I knew that something must be wrong. Especially since I couldn't find you anymore. Rose, could you keep this just between us? The truth is that it seems May has come to completely despise me. Which is why she made it so that I didn't have a seat at the wedding. May did what? She apparently didn't appreciate how I ended up standing out when we were at the same places together. But either way, for now, I don't want to cause a scene. Especially on the day of their wedding. So I'll just quietly take my leave. I also really don't want to cause any trouble for my little brother and his wedding. So if you could keep this between us, I would deeply appreciate it. You standing out? Would you be referring to the little party that we had at our house a little bit ago? Yes, that's exactly what she seems to be most angry about. She said that she really didn't like how my cooking was being praised by everyone, and seemed to develop a hatred for me in the process. I think she got the idea that because everyone was appreciative of my cooking, that they didn't appreciate any of the cooking that she may have done. Oh dear. I'm so sorry about that. Honestly, it's probably because we went a little overboard that she got so angry. Honestly, for the past little while at the house, we've been constantly talking about your cooking. Huh? Really? About my cooking? Why, yes. The homemade cooking that you made for the party was amazingly delicious. We just couldn't stop talking about it. Me and my husband have completely fallen in love with your cooking. Which is why we ended up asking May quite a few times to go and ask the recipe from you, or even to ask you to teach her how to cook it. She must have really taken that the wrong way, which is probably why she ended up being so unfair to you. I see. So that's what happened. May is our only daughter, and as such, sadly, we've pretty much spoiled her any chance that we could. But it seems that because of that influence, she may have grown into quite the little diva. I'm terribly sorry for causing you trouble with my daughter's attitude. No, please don't worry about me. I mean, there is probably other things that I may have done to inadvertently cause her to not take a liking to me. So please, don't think too much about this. There is probably a good reason for all of this. Oh, you're so kind, honey. But kicking someone out of a wedding for something like this is definitely not acceptable. I'll go ahead and talk to May. So please, would you mind waiting a little bit? I mean, are you sure? I don't want to impose or anything. Of course! Don't worry about it. I'm sure I'll be able to clear things right up. I'll make sure to get your seat ready for you as soon as possible as well. So please go ahead and start your way back here.
Really? How long are you planning on sticking around? I mean, you don't even have a seat, so why don't you just hurry up and head back home?
Oh, I'm sorry, but you didn't talk to Rose yet? She stopped me from leaving by saying that she would get a seat ready for me right away. But it doesn't seem that she's talked to you yet.
What? What are you even talking about? I didn't hear anything about that from my mom, so could you just go ahead and stop any lying that you're doing? But are you saying that you went crying to my mom? Are you serious?
No, I'm not saying that I went crying to your mom or anything like that. I just happened to talk to her.
Today is my day. I am the main star here. If I ask for you to leave, then it's best if you just do what I say and just leave. Come on, Jane. You already figured out that I don't like you, so you should really just leave quietly. Instead, you decide to just stick around as if you belong here. Seriously, what's wrong with you?
As if I belong? Really? Do you have to go that far?
I think I get it. The real reason that you've decided to stick around is that you want to finally find a marriage partner of your own. That must be the reason that you've gone out of your way to stay, isn't it?
What? You think that I'm here to search for a marriage partner?
I mean, what other reason could there be? You're just some ugly single 40-something-year-old lady living all by yourself. You must be lonely. You're probably going to use any excuse that you can in order to try and nab a husband. Well, I guess it does make sense. Most of the guy friends that I invited are all lawyers and doctors. They must be exactly what you're looking for. But so sorry to disappoint you. The people that I invited are simply here to celebrate me and Jake's marriage.
There's no way that I would go trying to find someone to marry at someone else's wedding. Especially my own little brother's. Why would I be so rude as to do something like that?
Well, you are already in your 40s, so even if you deny it, you must be looking pretty desperately for someone. I mean, I told you to leave, and I'm the bride. If you still don't want to go home after that, then that must be the reason. But wow, who at this wedding would even want to look at you? You're really just some old lady that couldn't find someone on your own. There isn't a guy in this venue that would even give you a second look. Even then, you're still so desperate to find someone. Honestly, I can't help but laugh at the situation.
May, I think it's about time that we just take a step back and restart. I know that you don't like me, but can you try to refrain yourself from calling me old lady or anything like that? While you're at it, could you also stop going on and on about how I'm single and looking for someone? I really just can't handle it anymore.
Oh, shut up, Jane, you old crone. Don't talk back to me. If you really don't want me to make any comments about your lonely lifestyle or your age, then why don't you just hurry up and go home? I mean, if you do that, then I won't have any reason to keep talking to you and telling you how I think about you.
May, please.
Seriously, if you have any problems with it, just leave. The door is big enough for you. I don't need any crazy old ladies messing up my wedding. I mean, really, having some old lady like you at the wedding just brings the whole room down.
Then how about all us old ladies just go ahead and leave then?
All us old ladies? What do you mean?
I never realized that you hated old ladies so much. Since that is the case, I will be going home as well. I do feel quite sad that I won't be able to see my lovely daughter's wedding. But since that is what you want, As your mother, I'll make sure that it happens.
As my mother? Wait, Mom? Is that you?
Yes, my dear little May. This is your mother. But since I'm just some old lady, I'll also be going home. I guess that anyone that is as old or older than Jane should be going home as well then, right? I mean, since you were calling Jane an old lady this whole time, it's only right that your definition is anyone that is over 40.
Wait, just stop for a minute. Mom, where are you using Jane's phone? What's going on?
Well, I've been trying for the last 30 or so minutes to come and talk to you. I've been outside your changing room door calling out to you, but you've never answered. Obviously, you're just too wrapped up in your own phone to even notice when your mother is trying to talk to you. Since I couldn't get a hold of you, I went ahead and got a seat ready for Jane. Which is why, when I got the seat ready, I went to look for her. But dear old Jane was also wrapped up in her cell phone. However, with how she was glaring at her phone, I couldn't help but wonder why. Which is why I asked for her to show me why she was so upset and who she might be talking to. Little did I know that it was my own little May, constantly talking down on Jane, like she wasn't even welcome at her own brother's wedding.
Wait, how long have you been looking at this conversation? How long have you been looking over our messages?
It doesn't matter how long I've been looking at them. Especially because I had Jane show me the whole conversation you've been having from start to finish.
No, you've got to be joking me.
Seriously, May, I'm at a loss for words. When and where is it that you learned all those horrible things? Is that really how I've been raising you? To be someone who talks down on others so brazenly?
No, Mom, this is all a mistake. There is a real reason for all of this. Just a lot of things just kinda all came up at once. I mean, it really is all Jane's fault for trying to look better than me.
I don't want to hear any of your petty excuses, May. Someone looking better than you for a moment isn't reason enough to talk bad about them. But since you're so hateful towards old women, like me and Jane, then we'll just go ahead and head home together. I mean, if someone being in their 40s constitutes them being called an old lady, then I must be the old lady of old ladies. If someone as old as me joins your wedding, I'll just be bringing the whole room down.
Hey, Mom, no! It's nothing like that. Please don't go. I mean, the mother of the bride not being there is completely unheard of.
Then wouldn't it also be unheard of for Jane to go home? She is the older sister of the groom. Just like me, she is just as much a part of the joining of our two families.
But I can't stand Jane. She's already 40, yet she still lives alone. Not only that, but even though she's just some old lady, she goes ahead and tries to look better than me.
It doesn't look like anything that I say will actually have an effect on you, huh? I'm not going to be attending the wedding of someone who is that mean to other people, even if you are my own daughter. Goodbye, May.
What? Mom! Are you really going to leave?
But, even though I know that I shouldn't, I'll go ahead and leave quietly. If I made a huge scene about how my own daughter was being such a monster to her new husband's sister, I would only be making trouble for poor Jake. Getting anyone else involved in this would just be childish, and I need to personally calm down as well. So me and Jane will definitely not be attending your wedding. Goodbye, May.
But please don't be like that.
So I hope you have a wonderful wedding, May. I'll be leaving the rest up to your father.
Why have you done this to me? Because of you, my own mother didn't attend my wedding. I even got a beautiful letter ready for her and everything. The photos of the wedding were all ruined because my mother wasn't present for any of them. Not only that, but the whole church was abuzz with people wondering why my mom wasn't there. Especially when everyone already saw her.
Congratulations on the strange wedding that you just had. We're just done finishing up here as well. Your delightful mother had just taken me to this nice little cafe. It was delicious. You really should have been there.
You've got to be joking. My mother had missed her own daughter's wedding just to go to a cafe with you?
We had engaged in a lovely conversation about various things and had a wonderful time. Well, that's how it started anyway. But towards the later half, it seemed that Rose had started to have quite a few complaints about how you've been acting. Particularly about how your constant need to be number one at everything, and how maybe they were a little bit too lenient with you when you were growing up.
Oh, shut up, Jane! I'm the daughter of an esteemed family. A rich family and the only daughter. Being able to get what I want and always wanting to be number one is something that just comes with the territory.
Well, I guess that's one way to take the offensive in a conversation.
Seriously, I just can't stand you at all. If only you just went home quietly. None of this would have happened. It's your fault that my mom had decided to leave the wedding. You went ahead and got her involved even though this was something between you and me. If that's how you're going to act around me, then I'll just have to cut all ties with you. Seriously, just thinking about you makes me angry. I don't want to see your face ever again.
What? You want to cut ties?
Obviously. I mean, I completely despise you. Also, by the way, if I cut ties with you, that also means that Jake is cutting ties with you as well. I'll never be letting you meet him again.
Now, May, please keep my little brother out of this. He is not part of the problems between us.
No, absolutely not. I said that I won't let you see him again, and I mean it. If you regret anything, then make sure to start looking at your own foolish actions and ruining my wedding. Seriously, how could you get so full of yourself just because you're a little bit good at cooking? I completely despise women who make it a point to look better than me. Seriously, it's not like your cooking was even that great. I don't even want to eat it again for as long as I live.
If you hate it so much, then why don't you just spit all of it out then? Go ahead, run to the toilet and go ahead and throw it all up.
What?
If you hate my sister's cooking that much, then why don't you just go ahead and throw it all up already? If you do that, then I'll go ahead and abide by your little escapade. I'll go ahead and listen to your selfish little stories and even cut ties with my own sister. So do it. Go throw up all the food that my sister made for you.
Seriously? Are you saying that this is Jake?
Exactly. This is your brand new husband.
Why? Why is it that you have your sister's phone? Why am I suddenly talking to you like this? You were just here. How could you be with your sister?
Right after the reception, I got a call from your mother. She asked me to come and meet her before heading off to the after-party.
My mom called you?
It seems that my sister was trying to hide the fact that you and her weren't on good terms. She even told me that the reason she couldn't actually attend was that she was feeling too sick to even move. But it seems that your mother just couldn't stand by and let that happen. She said that as a husband and as a brother, I needed to understand everything, which is why she contacted me.
So, you're saying that my mom did all of this?
Which is why I hurried off to meet your mom right after the ceremony. That's where I saw everything that you've been saying to my sister. Your mother told me that I'd be at a loss for words before I saw anything, but that doesn't begin to describe it. Seriously, kicking my sister out of the venue for such a childish reason? I really just can't believe you.
Childish? What about what I did was childish? She's the one who was trying to make herself look good this whole time. Why is it that you're supposed to be my husband, yet you're not taking my side at all?
What are you talking about? I'm taking your side as much as I should be. If we're being honest here, just kicking my sister out of the venue at all should be enough for me to cause a riot. But I'm trying to be as understanding as possible, even going as far as saying that if you really want, I'll cut ties with my own sister.
But you're also suddenly saying to throw everything up? How is that fair? I don't even get what you're saying, Jake. Why would I have to throw anything up?
That's because you're talking about never wanting to eat my sister's cooking ever again. Even though she was nice enough to cook the meal for the reception, you go ahead and say that it's not even good. If it's that bad, then hurry up and throw it all up.
I don't understand you at all, Jake. The meal for the reception was made by Jane? What are you talking about? The food was supposed to be prepared by some pro chef?
That pro chef was my sister. How do you not remember any of this? At the home party we went to, I even told you that my sister was the head chef at a 3-Michelin-star restaurant.
What? I never heard anything about this. What are you talking about?
Not that you didn't hear it. It's that you just didn't have the interest to pay attention. I mean, she's a pro, so it's only obvious that her food tastes good. As head chef at a high-end restaurant, your parents loving her food is also obvious. But since it was taking away from your limelight, you go ahead and think that her cooking is the worst. So, I'll go along with your idea to cut all ties with her, if you just go ahead and hack everything up. Really, how is it that you can throw out the cook, and then go around and say that the meal was amazing? That type of behavior just doesn't make any sense.
I mean, even if you tell me to hack everything up, I just simply can't.
Also, just to let you know, the food for the after party was also set to be prepared by my sister. She was nice enough to tell me that because the bride and groom is so nervous, they tend to forget the flavor of what they ate at the ceremony. Which is why she wanted to have as much of a good time at the after party as possible. I even went ahead and asked her to make all of your favorite dishes. But since you don't want to eat her cooking ever again, don't you dare eat any of it.
But... no, please!
I mean, of course, she even went and decided to ready a cake for us to eat. But don't you dare eat any of that either. If I see you eat even one bite, I'll be taking you to the restroom right away.
Please, Jake. You're scaring me talking about making me throw up food.
I'm being scary. What are you talking about? Aren't you mistaken? I'm being quite nice here. I'm respecting your hatred of my one and only sister. Seriously, kicking my own sister out of the wedding for something like this. We're just married, but soon we'll be talking about divorce.
What? No, Jake, please! I don't want to get divorced! I love you!
Then don't you dare say another vile comment to my sister again. You don't have to talk to her again. I won't even force you to see her again. In fact, I'll even go ahead and cut ties with my own sister with you.
I mean, you'll do that?
Okay, so I'll be heading to the after party now. But you understand, don't you? You are not to eat even a single bite of my sister's cooking. If I see you eat even a single bite, I'll make you regret it. After that, at the after party for the wedding, probably because of all the things that she was saying to me was found out, she acted like she was on pins and needles. She seemed to keep her head down the whole time at the after party, barely talking to anyone and just keeping to herself for most of the time. She eventually did get hungry and tried to reach out for some of the food, but Jake immediately took the food away from her. Following the after party, me, my brother, May, as well as her parents all had a big family meeting to discuss about everything that happened. As a result, May would no longer show herself in front of me, nor would she contact me ever again. It seems that even her parents weren't ones to really put up with how she was behaving and cut all financial ties with her. She was forced to give back the Centurion card that her father was so kind as to give her. But what was most disappointing to me was that my own little brother came to me saying that he would be cutting ties with me as well. He then went to May saying, "If I can't eat my sister's professional cooking anymore because of you, then you'll just have to learn how to cook like a pro." So every week since then, May has been taking cooking classes in order to get a little bit better at cooking. She still sets off the fire alarm most times she cooks, but I hope from the bottom of my heart that she eventually gets better at cooking. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like and subscribe for more. See you next time.